have to be careful with this. I've seen this happen way too many times as an HR person, where people text each other, coworkers, managers, whatever it is, group text, where people think, oh, this is a trusted private group. And let me tell you, it's not. That doesn't mean that the company is reading the text. It just means that as soon as someone's livelihood is in question, so someone is getting written up or potentially getting terminated or actually terminated,
don't trust
all of those texts, everything that person knows tends to become public information, at least with HR.
I got you, homie.
And the manager, they try to start throwing people under the bus. Doesn't always happen, but I've seen it happen so many times. Stop trusting people at work with text messages. People will flip and sing so quickly when they are afraid that they're losing their job. They will sing so quickly. I don't know why people started thinking that chats, like on Slack or Teams, why people think that that's private information. It's y'all. Any type of company technology can be viewed at some point if someone wanted to. You're at work, you're using work devices, so stop using those chat threads to vent about stuff, because at some point someone's likely going to read it.
Don't trust nobody that you work with. They will throw you under the bus quick, fast. I learned fast.
My boss just told me, I kind of want to cry, I kind of want to scream. My boss just told me that somebody else at our organization wants me, I'm going to sneeze actually, and cry, wants me to be going above and beyond and do more than what is expected of me so I can excel in my job.
It's payback time.
And she's like, I wanted to give you this feedback that somebody gave to me based off this meeting that you were in. Look, I don't get paid to go above and beyond. I get paid to do the bare minimum, and I am fucking doing the bare minimum. I'm over this job. I don't want to stay here for very, very longer. And now somebody's telling my boss that I need to be going above and beyond and like seeking out all this information. No, you don't pay me enough to go above and beyond. You barely pay me enough to do the bare minimum. I'm sticking to that.
I completely agree. Completely agree. Cause these jobs want you to be above and beyond, and they don't do nothing for you. You don't get no raises, no nothing. And the first little thing that you do to slip up, or even if you do one little slight thing wrong, they gonna reprimand you. No.
Red flags at work that might look like green flags. Your boss doesn't need to sit down with you regularly and do a check-in or do a one-on-one with you. This does not necessarily mean that they trust you. It does not mean that you are more independent. Sometimes it just means that your boss is not a great boss, not good at leadership, and doesn't have their priorities straight. It might feel like independence and autonomy and being trusted, but it's a really big red flag that your boss is probably just bad at organizing their time and really not good at self-accountability.
Right.
Tell me your boss is toxic without telling me your boss is toxic. I'll go first. So what did the vendor say when you talked to them? Well, they said the invoice had 2 line items that... No. What did the vendor say when you... They said that 2 line items were showing the wrong... Don't interrupt me! What did they say when you talked to them?
You interrupted
I guess I don't understand the question. Thank you! I'm asking, when can we expect payment? They said the invoice would be paid when we changed the 2 line items. What line items?
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
I've got one. It's a quick HR tip, something that I learned working in HR for the last 6 years. If you are ever given a write-up, and especially if you feel like it's unjust or it just is a bold-faced lie, then you can add a rebuttal to it. You don't have to just accept this document. You can add your own accounts of what actually happened, things that you don't agree with within the write-up, so that your voice is still being heard within your folder. And if anybody pulls it, they'll see the write-up, but they'll also see your side of the story. Don't just accept what employers say about you. You always have a voice. Follow me for more HR tips. I'll be posting more in the future.
I like that because some HR won't even tell you. My last job, before I quit that job, my last job, if you go to the HR and you would complain about, say, like the major or somebody like that, or your sergeant or your captain, they wouldn't listen to you because they had a little favoritism at the job. So you might need to go above them, but do what you have to.
Even into tomorrow. What's going on?
Oh, I didn't know the jacket.
You want me to put this on? Why? Because it's cold?
Get a lot of emails.
What?
Emails?
Really?
There you go.
Well,
Okay.
That's
I look like
that's it for
a librarian
this
now. I need
video.
that work.
Hope y'all liked. Oh wow! Eat something. Hope y'all like this reaction today. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and see you on the next one.